I don't know if anyone can relate, but I am really done with feeling ashamed for being an artist. I was recently thinking about why, when people ask me what I do, I avoid saying that I'm an artist. I go with something that is a little bit more easy on the ears. For example, I work in marketing, or I'm in videography, or something like that. That doesn't really say I make art. I am home filming myself paint and sculpt flowers, and I like to inspire people that way and sell my work. That is just a little bit uncomfortable to talk about in a lot of situations with lots of people. Art is not a job, art is not hard work. Making art as an adult is childish, and being an artist is too good to be true. Those are the beliefs that I think a lot of us have to deal with before being courageous enough to make some art. I have felt a lot of shame about being an artist and pursuing my artistic paths as an adult, as hobby, and also professionally. I think there is a stigma about adult artists, and that it is actually in our society, in the environment we live in, not so much anymore maybe it's getting better, I think it is, but yeah, it is still out there. We breathe the air of ideas of starving artists and art not being serious and maybe not being important. Recently, I've been really trying not to feel any shame anymore. Of course, it's easier said than done, and it is easier when I'm surrounded with the people I trust and with the people that are emotionally intelligent and support me, and it is a little bit harder when I'm around people that maybe don't work on their self-development and are deciding that they will keep their negative beliefs as they are and deciding that they cannot change their minds or look at the things open-mindedly. Yeah, it is easier with the first type of people to not be ashamed to be an artist. But I think that it is possible to not be ashamed at all, and that's what I'm striving towards. I think that the upper age for doing art and not being made fun of or feeling some type of weirdness from the surroundings is around age 15. After that, it's like this vibe that we should get serious with ourselves and start pursuing something that actually makes money and makes life great, you know, dream career, big houses, things that are considered valuable in our society. And there is this stigma around not being able to earn money as an artist. And it is really rooted, I think, in all of us. And it takes a conscious effort to leave this belief behind and actually allow ourselves, maybe on more of an energetic level, allow ourselves to be successful artists. If you are an artist, did you ever ask yourself if you truly believe that it is possible? Do you truly believe that you can make a good living doing art? Do you truly believe that you don't have to struggle to get by? And I think for most of us, the answer is no, I don't believe that. The belief that is rooted in majority of people, I would say, is that being an artist or being a self-employed artist that does what they love and paint or draw and inspire others, that is wishful thinking, that is too good to be true. But that is just a belief. And I think that this belief and actually succeeding in art are not compatible. And here comes the problem with negative beliefs. If we believe something to be true, we kind of manifest the kind of world that supports our beliefs. And a lot of the times, I already talked about this on my channel, noticed self-destructive tendencies in my art making and content making and everything, because I just so deeply believed that it is not possible, that I cannot have fun and make money and be a free human working on what I love and being able to survive without torturing myself with the things I don't love to do. I always knew that I was an artist. I actually believe it was not a choice that I am an artist. That's a thing I ask myself sometimes, is what even is a choice? Does our bodies and our minds come with predisposition of what they would like to do? And maybe it's our job to listen to them and do more of that. But yeah, maybe it's not on us to decide what we love. Probably not. But I actually believe I didn't choose to be an artist. I always loved art, and I always went to art when I had something big to express. I was quite an emotional child, and there was a lot of hard times for me as a child, and art was the thing that actually let me express things in the safe environment of my paper and art supplies. And I loved it. I just loved the thrill of getting an idea and then drawing something and then being proud of it, or not being proud of it, but just the act of making something that was expression of my internal space was exhilarating and so cool to me. And I always loved it. Also, the time just kind of went away when I was trying different art supplies and different mediums and different art things. For example, sculpting and painting and drawing and making things with chalk on the concrete and making things from ceramics. It was all very fun, and the time just kind of disappeared. But I always thought that that could not be a thing that will get me somewhere, that I cannot continue doing it, especially not expecting to work in art for a living, because that was just sounding too good to be true. It was so good to be true that I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think about it until I found YouTube and saw YouTube artists. And then I got this idea that was just amazing and exciting, and it never got away. That I can actually do what I love, and I can be an artist. I can actually be what I feel inside that I am already. And that is such a cool feeling. I love it. I still love it. But it comes with strings, you know? Being myself takes courage and bravery, because being myself usually comes with strings attached and with consequences. Consequences of other people judging me, consequences of other people not believing, and me not believing still that it is possible sometimes and that I deserve it maybe. It comes with guilt about other people doing things that they hate, they don't like, they are not fulfilled by it, and I get to work on my art on the Tuesday morning when everybody is going to work in some office jobs, and a lot of those people don't like it, but yeah, they still have to go. And in this way, it takes courage to be myself, because I have to go through all the guilt and all the imposter syndrome and doubts and other people's disrespect and society's ideas of what I'm doing that is not cool and respectable and will not make me money. And I have to go through all of this to actually come to me feeling good and making art on Tuesday morning. Yeah, it is not easy to be an artist. It is not as easy as I think some people think, that we just sit around and draw and have fun all day. It takes some energy to be bold enough. And if you're an artist, hobby or professionally, I'm so proud of you for that. I am proud of you to be courageous enough to bring to the external world what you feel inside, and not just look around and taking a path that is more respected or liked by your environment. Internalizing the bad connotations on art from our environment is actually really bad. And one example of it being bad for us, for me, I find, is because I get this idea that it's not good to be an artist. I will be a starving artist, art is not serious, whatever the idea may be. And then when I fail at something in art, I just conform to that bias, and I take all the failures as affirmations that this really isn't the path for me, and that it is leading me nowhere and it's not cool. And that's another reason that it is so important to have positive beliefs about whatever it is you would want to do. So you can look at your failures as opportunities to be better, and you can look at them as inevitable parts of your art journey, because it is an inevitable part, and the only thing that you should be concerned about when you fail is, do you perceive this failure as inevitable part that is gonna teach you so much and it's gonna help you so much along your journey, or you can look at it as failure and affirmation that this is really hard or that it's never gonna work for you. So yeah, I would say work on that positive beliefs. Work on the belief that you can achieve things you want to achieve, and that you can be who you are, and that this is gonna lead you somewhere good. I believe that being an artist inside is not a choice, but being an artist on the outside is. And being an artist takes a lot of courage and bravery, and having positive beliefs such as that you can be an artist and that you can succeed and that you can be yourself can help you greatly on your journey and make things way easier for you. If I think about it, the hardest parts of my art journey until now were my thoughts, my internal voices, my negative beliefs. Those were the absolute hardest barriers that were separating me from my dream. Not the outside, not what my environment thinks or how the art market is going. It's what I think about myself and what I think about the world. Art is the way we express ourselves. Through art, we express our inner world and we express it to the outside. And expression is a necessary part of our existence. Our minds just work that way, that we have to express in order to have healthy mind and bodies. And art can be in so many different forms. Expression can have so many different forms and shapes and sizes. But for us, visual artists or audio artists, whatever kind of artist you are, we like to express ourselves through this channel of our art of choosing. And that is a beautiful thing, and it's honorable. And with us expressing, other people, the viewers of our art, get permission to express also. And the second thing they get is they feel heard and understood when they see a piece of art that resonates with them. And that is also a very healing thing. And they can buy our art and they can express themselves with it by displaying it in their apartment, for example. Our art can be a reminder of something that resonated in this person. It is a very complex system, and I am learning about it, and I love to observe what art does to people. But one thing I know for certain is that it is a very honorable and important job to be an artist, and you should never be ashamed of it. I should never be ashamed of it. And I will really work so hard to not feel ashamed of it anymore, even with the most judgmental and close-minded people. I will really try to keep my integrity and be proud of myself. And also, trying to surround myself with people that are actually good for my soul. Sometimes toxic relationships or non-deep relationships can be inevitable, but whenever I have a choice of who I'm hanging around with, I would choose someone who can see the good in me and that is proud of what I'm doing, rather than someone that gives me a reasons for me feeling shame. Making every piece of art takes bravery and courage and honesty. And those things are not easy to come by. They're not to be taken for granted. Not everybody has the courage to make a piece of art. Feeling shameful towards ourselves can just not lead to anything productive or positive for us nor for nobody else. And I hope by watching this video you got at least a little bit of a feeling of permission that you can be yourself and that you can be an artist if you feel like one. And no one can take this away from you. The only one who can take being an artist away from you is yourself. So don't do that to yourself. And I will also try not to do this to myself in any capacity, in any situation anymore, because it's just not serving any purpose. And even if you haven't collected the courage yet to make your art, or you haven't made art for a long time, I'm still proud of you. The fact that you watched this video until the end tell me that you're trying and that you are on a good path to stop being ashamed of yourself and accepting yourself as an artist. And that is so cool. That is so cool to me. You are so cool to me. Today I have painted all of the different roses I've seen around my neighborhood. Some of them are from my grandma's yard and some of them are just from around the wild or someone else's yard that I appreciate. And yeah, I just painted them on a piece of cardboard that was lying around. It was a backing for my acrylic painting papers. And when I used them all, I just took the cardboard and I have painted on it. So now it's there above my table and it makes this little corner so much prettier. And yeah, hope you like it as well. If you liked this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I make those kind of videos every week. And you can check out my Patreon. No obligation at all, but if you can and if you want to, you can check it out because I have some really cool rewards there, such as exclusive monthly video that is a bit more personal than those on my YouTube channel, and I think they complement each other well. And then I also send out monthly mail exclusive art rewards every month, and I also make some exclusive updates here and there. So yeah, if you're interested, check it out. The link is down below in the description. Also, you can check out my art shop. All the links are down below, so no need for me to say anything else. And yeah, don't forget that you are so cool and I'm proud of you, and you should be proud of yourself too. We artists are so cool. I hope you have a really, really, really lovely day. And if you ever need some creative inspiration, I'm just a video away. Bye. Those roses I got from my grandma's garden. She has this beautiful, huge rose bush that is climbing on her house, onto her house. And this is the color of the roses. The velvety, amazing red. And I just love them so much. I have this habit, when it is rose season, I would just smell every rose that is growing from anyone's yard, and I can reach it with my nose. And it's so fascinating how much of a different smells they all have. And yeah, roses are just one of my favorite flowers.